Welcome to Tom's Warhammer Minis. The Cathayan Sentinels of Grand Cathay are the true symbols of the Dragon Emperor's raw mastery over the elemental winds. While they stand as beautiful monuments, their core is a living rock that animates and sweeps aside the foes of Grand Cathay. It is one of the most beautifully detailed miniatures I've had the pleasure of painting in recent years, and the lore and the rules give many suggestions on how we could potentially paint up this miniature. But when the show revealed this model, it took me back to happy childhood memories. I have clear, vivid images of Chinese teacups in the traditional Willow Pattern style. We haven't actually seen, apart from the lore, a variety of different takes on this model, until I used that Willow Pattern inspiration and my imagination to bring this model to life. It's incredibly simple to pull off, and by taking time and adding to the base, you can easily end up with a breathtaking miniature of your own. So grab your paints and brushes and let's get hobbying. The classic Willow Pattern colour is a very specific blue, and the nearest exact match available from the Citadel range is Tyran Blue shade. Create a roughly 4:1 mix, with the one part being Lahmium Medium to help ease the flow of paint. Be aware that as a shade paint it will run quickly and pull heavily, so apply it and keep an eye on how it settles. For the patterned areas, apply a single coat, and for the bigger panelled areas that have that triangular textured bumpy pattern, apply 2 coats to help create a distinctive, unique area. Next, apart from the giant weapon, its internal rock, the ropes and parchments, we're going to paint every single detail with Pylar Glacier. We can afford to accidentally catch the gems and our Tyran Blue colour too, as this paint is very light and transparent. As before, check it doesn't pull heavily. A top tip here is to start at the very top of the model and always paint down. For our main weapon, create a roughly 2:1 mix of Talassar Blue and Lahmium Medium, and take it section by section, carefully avoiding already painted details as well as the gems. We're now going to finish off all of our blue details using white scarf through dry brushing. Take it section by section, catching all of the edges. For our flat Pylar Glacier surfaces, you can use the brush in circular motions to buff those surfaces while leaving that light blue tint in place. And as the model was primed in white scar, we can afford to do our dry brushing in a heavier, less gentle style, as any paint chipping will be the same colour as our highlight. We can also save time when getting the model completely finished by now applying texture to our base, as we are completely done with the feet. The Cathayan Sentinel is a living statue, and this is depicted through the rock visible beneath. We can see this rock clearly between his legs, neck, elbows, kneecaps, and through some of the Willow Pattern grills. We can use the triadic colour scheme to make our model stand out, so I've painted these areas in Iyanden Yellow contrast paint. Keeping a triadic colour scheme in mind, it's important to make the gemstones not only visually impressive, but also to stand out. Red not only is opposite to blue on the colour wheel, it fulfills the triadic method. Flesh Terror's red is a dark, perfect opposite to a light blue overall theme. As they dry, we can also paint the scrolls with Skeleton Horde and the ropes with Black Legion. Dry brush the edges of the gems with white scar, and for the hard to reach ones, highlight them by the classic method. Once done, we're going to use Angron Red Clear. This is an airbrush paint, but we'll be applying this by hand over every single gem. They'll leave us with a rich red gem and glossy finish, completing them entirely. Finally, dry brush the black ropes with Karak Stone and the parchment with Pallid witch flesh. And for the small metallic trinkets between them, pick them out with your choice of metallic paint. Here I used Iron Hand Steel. And with that done, that completes our Cathayan Sentinel. Now obviously you can base your miniature in your own way, but we do have a unique opportunity here with such a large open area on the base. So I went full out with a complete Oriental Zen garden theme. The Buddhas are those small little redwood ones that you can buy, and you can paint them up just like I did. You can also buy miniature bamboo, which is a very obvious choice for this themed army, And on a large scale model like this, I deliberately kept it at the back so as not to obscure the front of the model. The pathway is just simply chopped up sprue that's glued on with plastic glue during the building process. And finally, you can add miniature tufts and flowers for a truly magnificent finish. I mean, this model is just truly unique and wonderful. It has so much potential for some truly unique and very glorious colour schemes. For me, it's a model I want umpteen of just to do that, just to put so many different coloured themes together, and at this point my brain is literally full of ideas. But I do hope this model and this video has given you inspiration, and I would absolutely love to see your take on these models too. So until the next time, happy hobbying.